Alright then guys, welcome back to another episode. Trying to be as quiet as I can right now. There are a good amount of fish around right now. Came down a little while ago, did a lap round, and just seen quite a bit of fizzing going on, especially in the centre of the lake. So stuck 2 rods out already on chods. Yeah, hopefully it'll bring a bite. Quite a good wind today. Hopefully, it's currently it's a westerly, so it's still a bit cold. On the back of it still right now, but later on during the day it's going to change around to a southerly, so it's going to blow all the inland wind from like Europe, so it's going to be nice and warm. Hopefully we'll get on that wind. So currently just waiting for a bite, you know, seeing the fish obviously, so they are around. Had a walk around the other lake as well, the donut, but on the S lake again. So we're here for another 48-hour session, might do another night, depends on how things go over here, and yeah, hopefully bring a bite. So I'm going to concentrate on the water now. See you guys later. Okay then guys, so sitting in the brolly now, finally got everything set up. Just moved the swim down or so, just because I felt like the open water could be quite an advantage. I don't know, just feel it could be moving out into the weed right now. Wasn't sure where they were last time whatsoever, you know. I reckon they were just here and there, but the place seems to be coming alive gradually. The split fin, which is a fish in here, lovely, it's a really nice mirror, came out the other day. It's around £26 I think it was, and yeah, pucker fish. Currently obviously they're going to be getting into their spawning mode, so it's good to grab a bite before they actually finally go into it. But the good thing as always, it feels like spring's finally here. The weather's finally changed around nicely, so yeah, it's definitely a positive thing, you know. The fish can finally do what they need to do before they go off and spawn for the season. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get yourself a rod out, carp grid solid bags once again. What I've done, obviously they come in this size as well, but I've just used one of these bags, licked over a couple of the sides so it just makes it into a narrower bag, and what I'm going to do, walk over there in a little while, plop it in the margins. And rig wise, of course, inline lead. Unfortunately I didn't get any of the leany leads inlines just yet in the weed green or the dull down colours in general, but using one of these little Avid ones this time. And obviously hook bait wise, red squid tangerine bottom bait tipped off with a bit of the squid and garlic beacon, so just using a little bit of that just to tip it off. Nice visual aid, sits in the bag nicely, and obviously just going to be the first bit hopefully that the carp are going to come to straight away. Also going to load it up with the autumn pellet by BM Baits. So yeah, it's time to get this done now, I reckon. Alright. Alright then guys, well it's just gone 10 past 6. I haven't really been doing much updating, nothing much has been going on to be honest. I haven't seen many more shows in this part of water anyway. Down the far end, seen a couple on top, seen a couple down to the left of me as well. Try to get the mixers out, but all the geese has completely devoured them, so no chance of getting them on top just yet. Maybe tomorrow morning it might pay off, I'll soon find out. But yeah, all 3 rods are out. what I've done, changed over one of the baits to tangerine and butyric acid beacon pop-up. So that's what I've done on that rod. Middle rod's on a red squid tangerine corkball pop-up, and just scattered a few baits over that to begin with in the morning, then topped up just a little while ago, so that's just around 5 foot away off the island. After rod's on a solid bag, I'm tempted to change it down to a simple KD rig. I'll show you it quickly. It's a simple little KD rig sort of style here. One of the Gardner Chod hooks. Just prefer the outturned eye. Just feel like it gives a much better presentation. It's not just my personal opinion on what I feel like. I just quite like the idea of that. So that's why I've gone for that hook anyway. But yeah, I'm tempted to put it down there. It doesn't seem to be too much debris down there, you know, weed and whatnot. So might bring it on in a little while, give it a donk, because I'm just I'm not terribly certain on the old solid bag. But you know, it probably will work. Just peace of mind, you know. Going to bring it in, I reckon, then, and change over. So yeah, see you in a little while. Okay, so just put that rod out now. As I said, what I already showed you guys, which is the KD rig, red squid tangerine bottom bait. Just picked a couple of little sides off really, just to try and change the actual shape and appearance of the boilie. Most often in here you'll get round baits, so obviously with all that pressure of round boilies, something different can sometimes aid you. Tipped off with a little bit of obviously imitation pop-up sweet corn like I normally would do. Gone for the pink. Seems to be working quite well. Mainly, well, in the winter time it's working. I'd say it's still work this sort of time of year. I think pink definitely does come into its own in this lake, I reckon. I've had about quite a few fish coming out on sort of pink baits, pink pop-ups, pink corn. So I thought, why not give it a go, and attached to that put a little bag of the autumn pellet, and yeah, just put it down there. First of all, I had a little lead round, felt what it was like down there. Very, very deep in the margins, I must say. The weed isn't actually as bad in the margins, and as I was pulling it back, just pulling back a little bit of weed, not much at all, so it's quite clean down there. So I reckon a good presentation will definitely, should definitely be able to achieved down there. So yeah, that's it. All rods are out for tonight. Gonna put dinner on next whilst I've still got some daylight. So yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys during the night, or in a little while, or I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay. Okay then guys, well it's now morning, say around 8 o'clock. Just a little walk over to speak to some of the boys. Came back with another bloke. Literally re-chucked my rod. Tangerine and butyric acid by BM Baits. Bag, and it's lovely, £17, 2 ounce common. One absolute minter. Well chuffed with this one, put up a really good scrap right in the reeds it went as well. But absolutely chuffed with this one. Well and truly happy, and it's absolutely pouring down with rain at the moment as well. But still, with a fish like this on the bank, you can't complain. Let's quickly do the other side. There you go.
Right.
Yeah. There you go. Happy days. All on BM Baits. So yeah, fantastic stuff. Get some pictures next and get him back. All right. Right, so quite a night last night. I had a few lines in the margins, so they're definitely around. But yeah, literally came back down here after having a little chat with the boys over there, and re-chucked the right hand rod on the tangerine and butyric acid fluoro. And literally stood there matey, and in seconds just pulled right up to her and just started screaming off, you know. I was absolutely chuffed, and yeah, blinding carp. So £17 too, and yeah, can't beat that one. So hopefully there'll be a few more. They're definitely around now, definitely waking up, seeing a few shows down by the lilies, and yeah, they're finally coming out of their dormant slumber, so I should have a few next. I'm going to re-chuck the middle rod as well, because that sort of towed into it, so just to be on the safe side I thought I'd re-chuck it. So yeah, get on with that now.
Right, so other than my swamp, swimming looking like a complete and utter swamp, this is one of my rigs anyway. As I said, the rig that was in the margin on the helicopter style, leany leads, square pair down there, little 2-ouncer, that's on the chod as well, same lead, and obviously a long, very long hook length just to get through all that weed, and of course the helicopter style itself. But yeah, nice and simple, little KD rig set up on that one, so that's it. And of course other rod, that was just simply chod rig, but obviously 2 different baits, one on a red squid tangerine corker and the other one on a tangerine and butyric acid. So yep, that's it, blinding stuff, and well happy with that result. So get this rolled out now as well. Alright. Right, so after an absolutely crazy storm we just came over, hailstones, the entire lot, you know, it's finally brightened up once again, sun's come out, so that's a positive thing. Now hopefully it's going to dry the place out a bit. As you can see, it's completely and utterly swamped with water. There's nothing much around that I can actually do obviously about this water, but yeah, it's completely bogged the place down. There's a few people on the lake now as well, but in front of me all this open water I've still got out to myself, so with any luck I'll hopefully come back around again. Seen a bit of fishing down on the far bank, so I'm tempted to chuck a rod over that way, but I'll soon find out. If I see some more going along over there, then I'll definitely put the rod out. But yeah, it's been alright so far. I had a couple more touches on the chod rig, so never know, it could go off again, so we'll soon find out anyway, and I'll update you guys again later on then. Right guys, well it's now 5:30, quite quiet to a degree. I mean, the splitfin's come out, which is one of the biggest fish in here. Forgot the weight now, but it was in the upper 20s. Absolutely corking carp, you know. Be happy, really happy if I had that one out, you know. Absolutely beautiful fish. And there are a good head of them sort of fish in here, you know. Absolute stunners in here, so obviously I had that common. That was a pretty nice one, and there's so many more in here to be had. But just persistency, I reckon. Saw them out there, sort of not on the surface, just sort of skimming around a little bit, and let a few mixers out. Try to lure them up again, but nah, no luck just then. Probably going to do another night as well, so make it 3 nights, and yeah, hopefully have something, you know. We'll soon see. So yeah, see you guys later then. Okay then, well, morning guys. 3rd night possibly now. Just decided to move into the donut lake. It's getting quite chock-a-block over there, so I thought the fish ain't gonna like the pressure. All overnight there was nothing, no bleeps, nothing, you know. I think matey down to the left of me in the corner bay, he had one out. It did seem to be gathering up there quite a bit, but so just having a little stroll around the donut right now, trying to find a good spot. Probably going to shoot to a bank where it's a bit more sunnier and it's got the sun on the water straight away, you know. So that could be a good place to try and nick a bite quickly. So yeah, going to go and put the gear up over here now. It's quite a nice lake in general. I mean, the layout of it, obviously, as the name goes, it is a donut shape. The mud over here is pretty bad right now, I gotta say, in certain parts at least. But yeah, it's quite a nice little intimate lake, you know. You've got reeds all around this island pretty much, lilies, bit of weed in the middle as well, so you've got all sorts of little features and knickknacks. There's a lot of margin work you can do over here as well, you know, so yeah, there ain't all sorts of spots over here, so we'll soon find that, and yeah, get the rods out. Okay then guys, so we decided to move, me and my mate this morning, came onto the Donut Lake. It's the smaller of the complex with the lakes. It's got some bucket fish in it, as you can tell here. Nice little 12-pound mirror. Caught on beaten baits, red squid tangerine on a hinge diff rig. Literally just plopped it out here, the fish straight away pretty much almost, and came back to my swim, my rod was roaring off, so yeah, there you go. Absolutely beautiful carp. I'm going to quickly show you the other side.
2 fish in like 10 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mental. Hopefully there'll be a few more. I whacked at all 3 of my rods because it was absolutely ploughing around. It's got a nice paddle on him, got a nice bit of power. Beautiful dark colours. So chuffed with this fish. That move definitely paid off. We're up quite early packing the gear away, and yeah, as I said, the lake was quite busy over there, so we decided to move off, but get this one back now, I reckon.
Oh.
Right, so here's a little idea I just came up with. Seen a few fish down in the far corner, so I thought I'd give them a go. I'm going to take one rod over there, and I've done a little bag of the autumn pellet, Carp Craze PVA tape. Simply did a little granny knot over here, and looped it through on this section here. Nicked the hinge diff in slightly, so as it ain't going to affect the actual shape of the chod section. So yeah. That's one method I'm going to give a go, so I'm going to go down there now with the net and try and winkle one out. Alright. Guys, so just as I was thinking about moving down the far end because of the wind, just rechucked one of the chod rigs over to the far margin where it looked a bit slacker, and there we go, 18 pound 2 ounces, bang on it. Well happy with this one here, caught on the marathon mix, pop-ups by BM Baits, absolutely tore off. Couldn't believe it's one more chuffed with this fish, beautiful colours, definitely think it's a female due to its slightly spawned out belly, but yeah. Absolute belter once again.
It's just after you recast as well, isn't it?
Exactly, mate. Yeah, a few seconds afterwards. So get her back now and get the rod back out.
And off she goes.
Yeah.
Straight down.
Hopefully on the next rod. Okay then, right guys, so decided to move back onto the Donut Lake. Was on the S Lake over the night, that's why I ain't really been updating you folks, but literally been here a few minutes now, and like this lovely little common. I haven't weighed it yet, I don't really think there's much to point really, but it's quite lively, so I'm going to try and quickly lift it up for you. Don't want to flip quite a lot. It's foaming as well. Let's get a bit more water on it. It's been resting in the net as well, so there we go. BM Baits marathon mix pop up on the chod rig, taken over near the lilies, which are now dead at the moment. So there's a good bit of probably a good bit of cover for him still down there. It's got a few battle scars on him, but still an absolute perfect little common, eh? Real streamline. a good little plodding fight. So, there you go. Right, get a couple of snaps and then going back. Right. Okay, well the session's coming to an end soon. Got a few more hours down here. Hopefully be able to nick another one. It's been quite quiet recently. After that fish, saw one show right out in front of me, literally flicked it right on top of it, but no luck just then. But yeah, was quite happy with that, you know. Just turned up, flicked the rod out within a few minutes. That was it, you know. Rods are both back out on the Marathon Mix pop-ups. So the right hand one on a red squid tangerine pop-up. So just put a handful of baits over the right hand one. Hopefully it'll go off. We'll soon see. But Leany leads definitely helped me out on this one. Must say the square pairs really do work effectively over here, especially of this really horrible silty sort of silk-like weed. It's just horrible, you know. It really does cling to the line and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, they have really helped me out. I mean, I'll definitely check them out, folks. Pucker coatings. They can certainly any single bottom you want. They can customise the leads pretty much. Hangabouts. Been using the old back leads as well. As you can tell, they got a wider gate up here. I haven't lost one of these, so they're definitely ones to cling onto your line and whatnot. One more thing before I actually close off this vlog. Currently, Pix Cottage where I'm fishing. They're doing hoodies, and if you spend, I think it's a certain amount of money, you get one for you can get one for £10. Normal retail price at around 35 quid, but they're absolutely wicked hoodies. They got a nice bit of insulation. I'm not just trying to sell them, you know. They are absolutely awesome hoodies. I paid for this one, you know, so that's why I wanted it so badly. Wicked logos on it too, so it's just a nice all-round carp fishing hoodie, you know. Got it a bit slimy, christened it, so there you go. Christened me rods as well. It's been a good session, you know. Hopefully be back down here soon again. Might go Waltham, so I might come down here, sort of thing. So soon find out, and I'll see you guys on the bank soon. And unless I don't have a fish, and that's it. All right.